Nobody wins when the family feels.
Which time made him cut off his cornrow. Corona clear up, I won't let a op do a show. Go against that, we gon' come let 100 roll. They won't know your name if you don't tell them folks your government. Good in my hood, still running shit. We gon' knock them all down. I'm in public towing on enough to blow them all down. I hope they got this message.
Views on YouTube. DC rapper No Savage is now to Fairfax County Police by his given name, Noah Settles. Settles turned himself in Thursday night. Police say this surveillance picture shows Settles holding a handgun around a crowd of shoppers at Tysons Corner Center last Saturday.
Moments later, Settles was captured on surveillance video producing a handgun and firing 3 rounds.
Fairfax Police Chief Kevin Davis says a fight began inside the mall between 2 Southeast DC gangs. The 37th Street crew, which police say Settles was a member, and the Simple City crew, originally from the Benning Heights neighborhood. DC police say these 2 gangs have been responsible for murders since the early 1990s.
The 37th Street crew members on this particular Saturday were dressed in black, and the Simple City guys were dressed in white. They probably know each other. They do know each other. We know they know each other. And what starts as a look or a gesture or a smirk or an eye roll turns into a verbal altercation, and then words turn into pushing and shoving.
We going in. That's what soldiers do. I love y'all.
Today was good news for a DC rapper, for his fans, his family, and his loved ones. Some thought it was over for him. He allegedly shot 3 times inside of a mall, inside of a Commonwealth state. But after recently being sentenced to 3 years, it seems this rapper got another chance at life. So before we uncover the details of this case, and not to mention talk about this rising up-and-coming star and No Savage, remember family, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Now, this rapper made his way in the game after having his songs leaked to the youngins in DC. Ever since then, it was over. Some people say No Savage, alongside others, helped DC create its music scene, having iconic beat selections with the unorthodox beat drop. And now these type beats is most known for the DC drill rap. Let's spat out what I'm saying in some of his songs that got millions of views on YouTube. And tracks like Angels and Gangsters, released 2 years ago with more than 2 million views, you can hear it throughout the whole song.
I'm cut from a whole different cloth. I never could f with a rat. These niggas be rap. I kidnap a op.
Another track the same way that No Savage is known for is a track named Reaper that was released 2 years ago with over 3 million views.
Corona clear up, I won't let a op do a show. Go against that, we gon' come let 100 roll.
No Savage is from an area called 37th in Southeast Washington, D.C., which is also the neighborhood for the D.C. rapper, Shock Glizzy. Now, No Savage is a part of the label Glizzy Gang, and also, Shock Glizzy helped No Savage ink a deal with 300 ENT 2 years ago.
Come on, bruh. You missed my birthday, bro.
Man, I just touched down, man.
Bruh.
I had some internal problems.
Bro, I'm like, they starting to think I'm not Glizzy Gang. Like, I need
Man,
to
get out of here.
My chain shine done. It shine done.
Your chain already here.
Shock Glizzy and No Savage even have tracks like Mood Switch, released last year with over 2 million views and counting, that was shot in 37.
They won't know your name if you don't tell them folks your government. Good in my hood, still running.
Before No Savage was arrested, he went on a popular YouTube channel named Say Cheese and talked about his relationship with Shock Glizzy and also how he blew up in DC.
You know, now, like I said before, you got a crazy buzz in the city right now. You're seeing, with Shock Glizzy, talking to Shock Glizzy on the internet, and y'all following each other. Y'all got a good relationship, I see. How did that come about?
That's the hood that shit been locked in. But the internet is like, it was looking a little like we fell out and shit. That been my nigga. Like, that's real loyalty right there. That's my big brother.
Right. That's what's up. When did you say to yourself like, damn, like when did you realize that people was at music? Like, what exactly happened? Did something go viral? Was it like a slow grind? Man, like, how did you get the buzz you got today?
When I real felt like my music buzz, and I was just talking about that, is when an old song got leaked. Like, they trying to go, and a lot of people I know, they know that song. The song got leaked and shit. And when the song got leaked, everybody was like passing it around through their iPhones, all through schools. I real feel like that's when, when I real buzz. That I feel like that song is when I seen that I, you know what I'm saying, start getting some buzz.
Fast forward, last year, Father's Day, No Savage was in Tysons' corner on that Sunday shopping, where he found himself in a lot of trouble. Footage was floating around of what authorities claim No Savage arguing with, according to them, members from Simple City, which according to authorities is a rival group and neighborhood to 37, which is also located in Southeast DC. Authorities went looking for No Savage. He would eventually turn himself in and giving this message to his fans.
Nobody else in the world but a couple fans in my family. Everybody else said, come on, man. We gone. We going in. That's what soldiers do. I love y'all. Strong words. I love to shout you. Appreciate you. I just want to let it be known. I apologize to all my fans, everybody that feel like I let them down. A lot of y'all already told me I don't even feel like I let y'all down. You put me in that corner, it's just what I gotta do. But I'm sorry to most of all, I'm sorry to the people who got injured. Anybody who was running running in that mall and feel off anything or being scared, I'm sorry for scaring you. But you gotta understand I was pushed in that corner. You know what I'm saying? Anytime my back against the wall, that's what's gonna have to happen. Self-defense is a motherfucker. Self-defense. Remember that. Self-defense.
The views on YouTube. DC rapper No Savage is now to Fairfax County Police by his given name, Noah Settles. Settles turned himself in Thursday night. Police say this surveillance picture shows Settles holding a handgun around a crowd of shoppers at Tysons Corner Center last Saturday.
Moments later, Settles was captured on surveillance video producing a handgun and firing 3 rounds.
Fairfax Police Chief Kevin Davis says a fight began inside the mall between 2 Southeast DC gangs. The 37th Street crew, which police say Settles was a member, and the Simple City crew, originally from the Benning Heights neighborhood. DC police say these 2 gangs have been responsible for murders since the early 1990s.
The 37th Street crew members on this particular Saturday were dressed in black, and the Simple City guys were dressed in white. They probably know each other. They do know each other. We know they know each other. And what starts as a look or a gesture or a smirk or an eye roll turns into a verbal altercation, and then words turn into pushing and shoving.
Police believe it was coincidence that brought the 2 gangs into the same mall. Those 3 shots police say Settles fired caused shoppers to run. That running injured 3 people. No bullets hit anyone.
Young men with a lot of anger and other societal issues that contribute to where they are in life. That's not always their fault, but they're armed all too often.
Tysons Corner Center deemed safe by Police Chief Davis, thankful the amount of surveillance video at the shopping center allowed officers to quickly identify their suspect. In Tysons, Nathan Baca, WUSA 9.
After being caught on camera, No Savage would do what anybody with a common sense would do and accept a guilty plea. And after waiting in jail for almost a year to be sentenced, Shy Glizzy would go to Instagram and post the following to his story. It appears to be a picture of No Savage in court with the caption, "The Chosen One, the biggest return ever, soon." And on July 23rd, 2023, the rapper No Savage was sentenced to 3 years for firing inside the Tysons Corner Mall. The state was recommending 15 years for this incident, but he was given the state minimum 3 years.
Emotional court hearing in Fairfax County ended with an applause. Family and friends of 23-year-old rapper Noah Settles learned his fate.
You might remember him as the man who started shooting inside a busy Tysons Corner Center on Father's Day last year. The Commonwealth says some shoppers are still too scared to return to the mall. Our Matthew Torres was there as prosecutors requested a sentence far beyond the guidelines.
Today, Noah Settles read a letter apologizing to everyone inside Tysons Corner the day he fired those 3 gunshots. Even though no one was hurt because of disregard to human life, the prosecution says he deserved 15 years behind bars. Instead, a Fairfax County judge handed down the mandatory minimum sentence of 3 years. Relieved family and friends walked out cheering and singing.
I knew God was good. I knew justice was going to be served today.
Settles is a rapper known by his stage name No Savage. He was convicted for firing his gun inside Tysons Corner Center on Father's Day last year, sending dozens of shoppers scrambling for safety. Settles apologized and referenced being a father to a 2-year-old boy who was in the courtroom, saying, quote, "I want to apologize to any child who experienced that."
He was wrong to carry the weapon into the mall. Our citizens have a right when they go to the mall to feel a certain level of security when you go to the mall. We understand that. they came there to antagonize Mr. Settles and attack him.
Authorities say he had a dispute with a rival gang known as White Shirts. They came up to him and recorded this video. Another camera angle captures a tussle as Settles is seen holding a gun. They dispersed, but moments later, one white shirt member began walking towards Settles with a gun right before shots rang out. His defense argues his client was first provoked and antagonized, saying, quote, Noah panicked in a negative way.
The only thing Mr. Settles wanted to do was get out the mall. Use those 3 shots as a means to escape.
But prosecutors argued Settles had opportunities to exit if he was actually scared. The Commonwealth says, we don't give someone a pass for not being able to aim. If anything he was in fear of was he didn't want to appear weak. Commonwealth attorney Steve Descano still believes the request for 15 years was appropriate.
Mr. Settles re-engaged a number of times when he easily could have disengaged. He made the conscious decision to pull the trigger multiple times.
Do you think he's remorseful?
I don't know, I would hope so.
And on top of his 3-year sentence, there is also a 5-year probation. On top of that, he is no longer allowed to step foot inside Tysons Corner Center. In Fairfax, I'm Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.
And with all this being said, we do want to send our condolences to the families that was affected in this mall due to this incident. Now, hopefully no savage can avoid the neighborhood beef that got him into this situation and any possible bigger cases in the future and just to stay on track. But that was the DC rapper who managed to get another chance at life with so much potential after allegedly firing 3 shots in a mall and just getting sentenced to 3 years. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.